Hey guys, wrapping up the kind of first impressions here on the Power Wagon. Had this thing for about a month now. Here are my thoughts. The suspension needs a bunch of work. It's so firm. Handles great on the highway, pavement, all that stuff. Really nice corners, all that stuff. The usual is pretty nice, even with about 800 pounds of gear that I loaded it up with. Handles perfect. Off-road though, you can feel everything, which is typical of linear springs from the factory. So we are definitely eyeballing the suspension systems that come with new springs. So that's the Thuren kit and the Carli kit. Both of them come with, I think, dual rate springs or progressive rate springs. Really like the AEV kit, but it's spring spacers on those, so I don't feel like it's going to improve the ride too much. We'll get that additional 3 inches of clearance, but still going to be on the same springs, which I find too firm right now for the kind of driving that we do. We're out here mostly on like mild, moderate terrain, not going too fast, so we need those. We need that kind of ride zone, 90%, 95% of the ride zone that occurs to be a little bit softer. And then progressive rates, they start soft for the pavement stuff and easy gravel road stuff. And then when kind of higher impact firms it up to keep the vehicle in control and keep some traction. So suspension is definitely one thing. The other thing is we need a bed cap. We should have put the order in for the ARE bed cap by now, but we kind of haven't. We've been debating between the ARE bed cap that I had on the Tacoma, or there is a new modular steel bed cap from RSI, and they're a South African company who will be distributing in North America here pretty soon, but their bed cap is pretty solid, really nice. It's 4 pieces, modular, and then there's kind of different accessory components that you could put into the side gull wing doors. So really looking at something like that. Quite a bit more expensive. The ARE cap is probably $2,500, while the RSI cap is closer to $4,000. So really, is it worth it? Debating on whether or not it's worth it comes down to how much weight we want to put on the top, because the RSI bed cap basically allows 700 pounds of weight on the top of it. That's quite a bit. That's kind of dynamic load. Static load, they don't recommend more than 300 pounds. Still, 300 pounds on the back cap would take a lot of work. So do I actually need that kind of weight? Probably not. Do I want their RSI kitchen that goes into the side gull wing door? It's a luxury, but probably not needed right now. I think I just convinced myself to order the ARE bed cap instead. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do a bed slide for the back so we can roll out all of the gear in the back. We'll set up the left side with a fridge and probably either an air compressor system or definitely the solar power system in the back, and have that accessible through the side window door. Beyond that, we are waiting on AEV to come out with their new front bumpers for the 2019 and 2020 around 2500, 3500s. They've been rolling off the lot, it looks like, on the full builds and full orders from AEV, but they haven't offered just the bumpers by themselves, so itching to get those ordered up ASAP. I love the way it looks right now, just stock, but we're looking to mount some more lights up front, and then also, of course, get a bull bar, because we do plan on being off-road quite a bit more in the more rural areas with a lot more deer, a lot more wild animals out there. So protecting the front is of key importance out there. You got to protect your headlights, you got to protect your front radiator. All of this is super important. So that's why those bull bars kind of come on the bumpers to prevent wildlife impacts. They're a lot more popular out in like Australia and in the rural areas. Out here on the West Coast, you see a lot of aftermarket bumpers without that, because they're mainly worried about rock crawling clearance and off-road clearance in the front, which it does help out with as well. Beyond that, we're just going to get some lighting. Can't see too much more. The accessories and the bed cap and the bed slide and the bumpers and the lighting, and then like 35s, maybe 37s,